Hey everybody, it's Dip 2.0 here. Just relaxing in my dorm room. Got some Copenhagen wintergreen in. Just chilling and all. Um, Figured I'd give you guys a little story and then a little dip review. Or maybe the dip review first. Yeah, we'll roll with that. So Copenhagen wintergreen is pretty good. Doesn't really taste like wintergreen. Uh, Still good. Oh, and one of my favorite things to hear about when people find out that a dip, they go, "Oh, that's bad for you. You'll grow fur on your tongue. You'll get cancer. You'll lose your teeth." So far, I've been dipping for a year and a half. Haven't grown fur on my teeth. I grew fur on my face. I mean, hey, that just comes natural when you're hairy. I mean, don't have much hair on my head right now because I cut it a few weeks back. Trying to convince my girlfriend to let me grow a mullet. She vetoed that faster than lightning. So on with my story. Ugh, little heartburn. So my story is my first time dipping. Bought a can, sat in my room for about a week and a half. Didn't even open it, didn't try it. Can of Grizzly wintergreen pouches. I was at a friend's party in his dorm room. He was just a bunch of guys just playing video games. It was basically a college party without the beer. But sitting in there, they had me try it. Put a pouch in, which was a good idea at the time, instead of 2 or 3, which they wanted me to do. Sat there for about 10 minutes and didn't get the buzz. I mean, I felt something, but it wasn't that noticeable. I kind of figured it was just me sitting in a cold room. Then my friends dared me to stand up. Stood up just fine. It was not that bad. Walked around for about 5 minutes, kept spitting, and when I went to sit down, that's when it got really funny. Looked down at my chair and looked back up, looked around the room, looked back down, realized I can't sit down right now. That buzz hit me too hard. But yeah, so that was my first time ever trying it. It's kind of funny actually. That buzz was very interesting. I'd give anything now to feel that buzz again. So have this little list for you guys. That is last I checked, it was the rules of dipping. Now there's 49 of them, but I'm not going to read them all off. I'm just going to read off some of the funny ones. Let's see. Number 4, always dip during laser tag. Now, if I was to try that, I'd probably end up swallowing it because I get way too focused on the game. And, I mean, ugh, that or I'd end up spitting on a friend of mine. They would not be too happy with me. Let's see, what else is there? Never choose a girl over Copenhagen. Never. Now, that one's not even funny. That one's just real. That's real talk right there. Don't put in more than you can handle. Now, if you're a first time dipper, don't be putting in a hogger or whatever it's called. I don't really know all the terminologies yet. I'm still working on those. Just put in a small pinch. I mean, just not huge. Let's see, what else is there? Don't encourage someone to quit. Now, I've had a few friends say they were going to quit, and I said I would help them. That lasted about a week. They Their girlfriend broke up with them, and they went right back to it. I think their girlfriend wanted them to quit. Let's see, what else is there? Pack a lip when dropping a deuce. That one's always interesting because anytime I dip while taking a deuce, my just smells like dip. I don't know. I mean, it's a nasty smell. Let's see. This is a good rule to follow. While dipping on long car rides, driver always gets the first spit. Now here's a really good one. I've actually had this happen. If you spill your tin, it's okay to cry over it, but the first thing you do is to get back as much of it in your tin as you can. I actually did that. I was putting one in while I was driving. Opened the can, set it down, forgot about it for about a minute, and then realized what I did, and I turned real quick. My elbow hit it and just spilled all over my back seat. First thing I did was pulled over in a what is it, like car vacuum places, and grabbed a handful of it and just put it right back into the tin. Tried to pick up as much of it and then vacuumed it up. For a while my dip tasted like dirt. Probably should clean out my Jeep a little bit more better. Now as you guys can tell, this is my first video, so I'm just trying to figure out what I'm going to talk about, what I'm going to do. So I mean, if you guys could just give me some stuff down in the comments that you want to hear me talk about, I'll do my best. Please, if you're gonna roast me or whatever, don't make fun of my facial hair. Like, that's the one thing I ask. I mean, I know if I fluff this out a little bit, I look like I'm Al Qaeda or what? Al Qaeda. I don't care. Not ISIS. I mean, hey, I'm American all the way. Give me a second, I'll show you. Look at that, America. Actually, that's on my roommate's side of the room. If I had my flag up, it'd take up this whole wall. Now, what else is there to talk about? Oh, give a little shout out to not a friend of mine, but a guy that I watch all the time, Outlaw. Probably know him, probably watch his videos. It's the one guy that I look up to in the dipping brotherhood. That or Mudjug 1, I watch their videos all the time. Might get in trouble for shouting out to them, but hey, you know what? It's America. But yeah, no, just to borrow Outlaw's term that I love so much: pack, dip, spit. Don't go a day without pack, dipping, and spitting. Now, one other thing I know you guys are going to make fun of me for: my little spitter. I mean, I know I don't have a mud jug. Can't afford one right now. I'm a broke college student at the moment. Start working again this week, so I'll hopefully get some cash flow in. Probably buy that with my first paycheck or not. I don't know yet. But yeah, so I mean, if you don't have a mud jug, I guess the best substitute would be a empty water bottle. And if you don't have one of those, a quick trip cup works really well. You just drop some whatever it is, a napkin or whatever, some paper, whatever works for you. Just drop it down in there so it absorbs up some of the spit. And if you're really feeling lucky, you can use like a plastic bag. I saw this guy do it once. It was weird, walking around with his plastic bag full of spit. I would never try that. Or the best thing to do is just spit on the ground. I mean, hey, grass covers grass and pavement. Just spit on that. It's good for the earth. It comes straight from the earth, right? Now, some of the warnings people talk about, I just love this. This one says, warning, this product is not a safe alternative to cigarettes. Or my favorite, this product can cause mouth cancer. I love all these warnings because we take one look at it and go, whatever. It's like the terms and agreement to like Apple or whatever. You just click it, you say I agree. I mean, they could write whatever they want. They could put down, we will take your firstborn son, and you would be like, whatever, I accept. So yeah, I mean, started dipping last year when I was in college. I'm actually now a sophomore. It's a very interesting process. Being a broke college student and still somehow being able to afford a can every now and then. Well, if I'm really lucky, I buy like 3. I think the fastest I've ever gone through a whole can was in one night. Went out to a country club to dance and took a can with me. Went through that thing, I forget. It was halfway through the night I ran out. Started at like 8 o'clock and was empty at like 10 o'clock. So what's the fastest you guys have ever gone through a can? Like, or how many cans do you go through a day? Because I'm up to about a can every 2 days. I mean, I could go a lot faster, but I promised my girlfriend I'd cut back a little. I mean, I used to go through a whole can a day. I'm working on it. It's getting better. Not going to quit, though. Well, trying to think of what else to say. I mean, this is my first video and all. Don't know what to do with my life. So I guess I'll post a video in a few days or something, and just let me know in the comments what you guys want to see, hear me talk about. What do you want me to try? I'll try just about any type of dip if I can get my hands on it. Alright guys, have a good night or day whenever you're watching this.